I bought this cute toy for my girlfriend's sister. Now I'm afraid to go in my own bedroom. My girlfriend thinks I'm having a breakdown. My sister thinks I need a doctor. They're both wrong. What I need is a fucking exorcist for a piece of vinyl. It started at some pop culture expo a couple months back. Lena, my girlfriend, wanted to go for her little sister, Zola. The place was a hell of noise and body heat, a maze of people selling shit you don't need. Zola's eyes were wide, taking it all in. Then she saw them. A whole booth dedicated to these things. Glimmergrins, they called them. Squat little monsters with bat ears and a shark's grin frozen on their faces. Their eyes were just huge, black, polished domes. Zola just stopped walking. She pointed a small finger, her face pressed against the display case. I wanted to be the cool boyfriend, so I bought 3 blind boxes. One for Zola, one for Lena, and one for me. The shriek of pure joy Zola let out when she unboxed a little pastel pink one. Man, it was worth the price of admission. She hugged it to her chest like it was a live puppy. Lena got a yellow one and clipped it to her purse. I got a plain gray one. It felt solid in my hand, hefty. Looking at its stupid, wide smile made me smile too. It felt clean, simple. For a little while, I got it. I really did. The algorithm figured me out fast. My feeds filled up with Glimmergrins, limited runs, metallic finishes, spooky Halloween editions, limited runs, metallic finishes, spooky Halloween editions. I'd clip a different one to my messenger bag every day. Sounds dumb as hell, I know. But seeing one dangling there, seeing that fixed, happy grin, it cut through the bullshit of my day. It was like a little anchor of joy. Then things got weird. Lena and I were walking downtown a few weeks ago. A guy who lived on the streets, one of the regulars you see shouting at traffic, he stepped right into our path. His eyes were shot with yellow, his clothes thin and ragged. He grabbed my arm, his grip bony but strong. He started yelling, something about the wicked and the filth of the city, spit flying from his lips. Standard Tuesday stuff, you know? But then his eyes fell to my bag, to the Glimmergrin hanging from the zipper. He let go of my arm like he'd been burned. He recoiled, scrambling backwards a few steps. The shouting stopped. His jaw hung slack. He raised a trembling, dirty finger and pointed. "It eats the light," he whispered, his voice cracking. "It eats the light behind your eyes." He didn't move. He just stood there staring at the toy, shaking. People were starting to stare at us. Lena pulled me away, her face tight with fear. I looked back, and the man was still frozen, his eyes locked on that little piece of plastic. The moment we turned the corner, a wave of calm hit me so hard my knees almost buckled. My heart, which had been hammering against my ribs, just settled. A warmth spread through my chest, chasing out the cold adrenaline. It came from the Glimmergrin. I could feel it. After that, the feeling was different. Every time I looked at my collection, I'd get this flash of nausea, a quick, ugly little twist in my gut. But the warmth would immediately rush in and smother it. It was stronger now, more insistent. And something else started to grow in me. This deep, simmering hatred for that homeless man. I'd find myself replaying the scene in my head, imagining myself shoving him to the ground. The anger felt alien. It wasn't mine, but it was living in my rib cage. My sister Priya called last week. She's always been my rock, the most level-headed person I know. I tried to explain what happened, how the toys felt, what the man said. I heard the silence on her end of the line. "Kavi," she said, her voice careful. "It's a toy. It's a collectible. You're talking about it like it's your child." She didn't get it. Of course she didn't. But hearing her say it, hearing the genuine concern in her voice, it was like a bucket of ice water. If Priya thought I sounded nuts, then maybe I was. I hung up the phone and walked into my bedroom. My gaze fell on the shelf above my desk. A dozen Glimmergrins were lined up in a neat row. 12 identical, unblinking stares. 12 impossibly wide smiles. The warmth wasn't there. All I felt was a cold, heavy dread that sank right to the bottom of my stomach. They didn't look cute anymore. They looked like parasites. That was it. I had to get them out. I grabbed a black trash bag from the kitchen. My hands were shaking. I walked back into the bedroom, my heart pounding. I reached for the first one, the original gray one. My fingers stopped an inch from its stupid head. My body wouldn't obey. A war broke out inside me. Half of my brain was screaming, a primal, animal terror telling me to throw it in the bag, burn it, get it away from me. But the other half was pleading, protect it. It loves you. Don't let them take it away. A spike of pain drove itself between my eyes. My vision tunneled. The smiles on the dolls seemed to stretch, to warp, the black paint of their mouths looking like wet, fresh ink. I laughed. A dry, horrible bark. Then I was sobbing, tears streaming down my face. A voice, my own voice, echoed in my skull. They're so happy. Why aren't you happy? Then, nothing. A snap. The film just cut out. I woke up in my car. It was parked under an overpass on the other side of town. The engine was cold. The first light of dawn was filtering through the dirty windshield. I had no memory of driving here. No idea what time it was. My head felt like it was full of cotton. I looked at the passenger seat. The gray Glimmergrin was sitting there, propped up against the seat back, facing me. Its smile seemed to catch the weak morning light. When I finally got home, my hands trembling too hard to get the key in the lock on the first try, I went straight to my room. They were all there, back on the shelf, lined up in their perfect, smiling row. The trash bag was gone. I haven't been in my bedroom in 3 days. I'm sleeping on the couch. I keep the door closed. I can't look at them. I haven't really slept at all. There's a pressure building behind my eyes, a constant low-level hum of that fake plastic joy. It feels like a violation. It wants me to smile. It wants me to be happy. I'm not crazy. I see it now. They aren't toys. They feed on that little spark you get when you see something cute, something that makes you happy. They plant that feeling in you so you'll protect them, care for them. And when you try to pull away, they hold on tighter. They make you hold on. I can't run. They brought themselves back. There's only one way this ends. I'm going back in there now. I have a hammer. One way or another, I'm wiping those smiles off their faces for good.